Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to start by thanking Italy for hosting this important meeting and to commend your efforts to strengthen multilateralism and promote peace, security and cooperation in the area of the OSCE. You have pursued your chairmanship's motto to have transparent dialogue, stronger ownership and responsibility with profound commitment. Mr. Chairman, let me focus today on three most topical points, namely the disregard of international law and the violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Secondly, the importance of strong and independent institutions. And thirdly, protection of fundamental rights in the OSCE area. On my first point, truly effective multilateralism is one of the most important foundations of today's values-based and rules-based international order. Unfortunately, we have been witnessing over the past several years a decreasing commitment to our common values by some countries who have drifted away from their own responsibilities and obligations. In the largest regional security organization of the world, we must talk about those concerns honestly and openly. 2 weeks ago, I was in Ukraine attending a commemorative event marking the 85th anniversary of the Holodomor, one of the greatest man-made tragedies of the 20th century. That tragedy should remind us of how important it is today to put every effort into avoiding the recurrence of humanitarian catastrophes, including in eastern Ukraine. The dangerous increase of tensions in the Azov Sea is a direct consequence of the illegal annexation of Crimea by the Russian Federation. Such actions by Russia constitute a grave violation of international law, as well as of sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine. We call on Russia to release immediately and unconditionally the vessels and the crew members, and to ensure freedom of navigation in the Azov Sea and the Kerch Strait in conformity with international law. Russia has to take all necessary measures to de-escalate the situation and to commit to achieving long-awaited peaceful resolution to the conflict. It is also of utmost importance to stay committed to finding a peaceful resolution to protracted conflicts in Nagorno-Karabakh, in Moldova and in Georgia. This year marks the 10th anniversary of Russian aggression against Georgia, another grave violation of international law. Estonia reaffirms its strongest support to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Georgia within its internationally recognized borders and calls on Russia to abide by the ceasefire agreement of August 2008. On my second point, we emphasize the commitment to existing conventional arms control instruments and obligations. Russia's selective implementation of the Vienna Document and Open Skies Treaty and its non-implementation of the Conventional Armed Forces in Europe Treaty, combined with its aggressive military posture, has seriously undermined European security. Taking forward, modernizing the Vienna Document, increasing military transparency and predictability has to remain a matter of priority. Thirdly, we are convinced that the respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms for all individuals is a precondition to a viable security environment and peaceful societies. Thus, strong independent institutions, along with highly professional field missions, are the backbone of our organization, and they strengthen significantly the work of the OSCE. Their autonomy and sufficient financial means are vital preconditions for the implementation of their agreed mandates. And let me conclude by once again thanking our Italian hosts and by wishing Slovakia all success in taking up the responsibilities of chairing the OSCE next year. Thank you.